How you speak to yourself matters. I don't care if you don't believe it, it's true. How you speak to yourself makes a huge impact and effect on your mental mind, on your body, the hormones and the chemicals that flow through your body. How you speak matters. So yesterday I made a video about not letting your anxious mind control you and how it's important to take a step back from your problems and your issues and your situations that happen in your life. And a lot of the times when it comes to the reasons as to why we feel so anxious is because we feel like we have to control everything. And when we start to think about anxiety, we start speaking things that are actually not even true. I heard this quote, I don't know who it is or who said it, but 95% of the things that we think about that we think are negative that are going to happen, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, never happen. It's all just anxiousness and anxiety from the past, trying to predict our future. And the way that you speak to yourself is in the same way. If you speak lack, scarcity, you're stupid, you're an F up, all these horrible things that you know, if you saw your friend, your sister, your mama being talked to like that, you would slap a hoe, okay? You would slap somebody. You would not allow someone to speak to your friends or speak to somebody you really love and care about in that same disrespectful way. And also, the way that you speak takes a huge impact on what you end up manifesting. So I didn't realize this until I made a video yesterday on anxiety, and I saw another video on YouTube that basically found me, and I definitely needed it. And it was talking about how whenever you're manifesting, why you try to predict the outcome when you really don't know what the outcome is going to be. And how when you start speaking out what you think your outcome for your situation is going to happen as, you end up making yourself stressed and more frustrated because you actually don't know what's actually going to happen. And you start taking action and speaking and doing things that aren't even in alignment with who you actually are. And so I want you to think about how many times have you spoken to yourself and obsessed over a manifestation, you obsessed over something in your life, whether it has been material items, which that's been a huge lesson for me to be unlearning, and survival, and then focusing on all these negative things of my manifestation isn't here yet. This hasn't happened yet. How much longer is it going to take? Oh, my money, finances, or situation is still the same. My singleness is still the same. My business is still the same. My self-confidence is still the same. My body is still the same. Because you're probably talking badly about your body and about yourself. Now, what I won't disregard is the fact that we all have something in our lives that made us feel at one point, usually it's trauma, that had us not being the most confident or feeling some type of insecurity about ourselves. That is something that was unfortunate. It should have never happened, and it's not our faults. But what we can do to change that is to realize that now we are in control of the game. I was going through this yesterday with myself because I realized that I had a time in my life where I found out that I was acting in ways that was really causing me a lot of stress, and I didn't understand why I kept acting in like these frantic ways until I realized that a lot of the trauma that I experienced, not only in my childhood, but in the last couple years, created this mask for me. And I started operating in this way of I have to do things for certain people around me. Because if I don't operate in those ways, then here are the consequences of the things that are going to happen again that I don't want to happen. So therefore, I was putting all of my energy and my focus not only on that person, but on those same sad stories that I did not want to experience again. And so even though I did not experience those same experiences with that person, I started to experience that within myself. And that showed up as every day I was waking up feeling miserable. Every day I was waking up speaking bad things about myself, worrying about things, going about friends, talking about the same BS of what I don't want to keep experiencing, and it was creating that misery in myself. Okay? So I always use relationships and like finances because that's like the easiest thing. Or maybe we can use like relationships and self-esteem, whatever you want to use for your example of what you use to talk badly about yourself. Or you create this image, 9 times out of 10, it's this mask of survival. If you were told at some point in time that you were not good enough or you were not pretty enough, you probably tried to do everything in your power to try to get that man to love you. To the point to where you might have even gotten surgery. You might have even tried to change your hair color or get your hair in a certain style or dress a certain way or even talk a certain way that is not authentically who you are. If it's in achievements or goals, you might have tried to go down a specific career route that you know is not something that you want to do. Or you tried to gaslight yourself to try to understand or learn something that you were not even interested or inclined to really tap into and learn, because that is not something that is natural to you as of yet, meaning that you will find your own thing. So I ask you then, if you are doing these things that you know at night or when you are not around these people, you don't feel in alignment with, or you're leaving these conversations or these interactions with these certain situations and you are talking crap about that situation, or you just get angry and upset, it's because it's not for you. And when you try to put yourself in places that aren't for you, you start speaking, you start acting, you start doing things that are not in alignment with who you truly are. So, the reason why I say that is because then you start speaking in ways that isn't truly who you are or what you want to do. You start going to your friends, you start doing stuff, applying yourself to things, and you start trying to speak even affirmations that are not even who you really are. A lot of people do this with relationships. They try to call in this person that they want to manifest. People do this with exes a lot. Oh, you know, I want to call in my ex. I want to get my ex to change. Now, do exes change? Maybe, sure. In my life, they didn't. And most people don't, because it takes a lot of work and effort. Now, if that person is open to changing and you don't have so much resistance towards that, then maybe, right? Meaning that you don't have like this pushback on like, it's not happening quick enough. He's not coming back to me. Now, although this isn't a relationship video, this is just going to show you that what you speak out about yourself, it matters. If you know that you deserve a good relationship and you keep allowing yourself to somehow be convinced that you need to manifest an ex that is shitty for you, let's just be real, who you know has treated you wrongly, or even if they didn't treat you wrongly, it just didn't work out. They didn't give you what you knew that you deserved. It's time to move on. When you sit and you keep taking the same things from your upbringing and you keep thinking that those negative thoughts that are in your mind, that they are you, they are not. They are automatic programs from other situations in life and other people. They're not who you are. And it takes practice for you to stop thinking like this. And this is a word to myself. Like, I literally feel like I'm watching myself talk right now, because that's something that I have gone through for so many years. And recently it just hit me like, I can't go through the rest of this year talking to myself like this. I cannot go through the rest of this year thinking to myself like this. And so it took a really large accountability when I was watching that video last night, and even when after I made the video that I made yesterday about anxieties and all those things, because it just showed me that I have to take accountability and responsibility for the way that I have been allowing myself to let words from others or old traumas to make excuses for why I'm not operating and speaking better for myself so that I can accumulate a better life. So, if you like today's video, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you comment down below, and make sure you subscribe to the tribe. Tell me your thoughts today. I want to know what you're going through. What things are you struggling with? What stuff is going on in your mind that's causing you to speak so badly about yourself, because it's not going to bring you nothing. And I'm tired of not getting nothing. I'm tired of not getting anything, not getting things that I deserve. So if I have to take accountability and take responsibility to start speaking better to myself and leaving these old things behind, that's what I'm going to do. Take responsibility for my part in all of this. But anyway, subscribe to the tribe. Go down below in my description box. I have a free ebook for you if you're interested in learning how to discover your own purpose. I also have my social medias down there for those that are interested. Once again, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. And I hope you have a good day. And I hope you listen to some affirmations. Do something that builds up your spirit, okay? Because that's what works for me. Affirmations, subliminals, frequencies, scripting, whatever it is that works for you, baby. Journal. But just know, you deserve to live your best life. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to speak good to yourself, okay? And with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.